Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I know you like that. I know you like that. I know you like that. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Busayo Shitsu Saladin here again. Welcome back. Okay. Today I'm gonna be talking about some very important things for those that want to be relocating immediately after COVID-19 or those that have thought about relocation. You need to know these things. I'm not gonna waste your time, and I'm gonna go straight into it. Number one thing you need to do or you need to know if you're relocating is that it is important for you to get your papers. Like, you need to come in legit. It's so important. I cannot even stress this enough. It's important for you to come in legit. If you're relocating abroad, say the USA or anywhere abroad, it makes life 10 times easier if you have your papers. You might not get a job as soon as you come in, just because the way we operate is different. Coming from Nigeria to the USA is different. But if you have your papers, it makes life easy. You'll be able to get your social security. You'll be able to afford to get a house, even if some like homeowners will tell you that no, you don't have enough credit history or you will be able to get something. Like when I was coming, like we didn't have social security, we didn't have credit history. There was social security, but there was not enough credit history. So what I did was I had to pay 3 months advance. I paid 1 month for rent, and then I paid 2 months security deposit. Now those would have stayed here enough, or that have enough credit history, they pay only 1 month security deposit. But because I spoke to my landlord personally, I didn't go through an agent. I was able to get him through Craigslist. So Craigslist, number one, is your source. So I was able to get him through Craigslist, and then we spoke to him. My husband and I spoke to him and said, you know what, this is our situation. We don't have enough credit history, but like we have social security, we have this, we have that. I came here as a student. I'm a student. Please help us out and all of that. And he said, you know what, I'm taking a risk because I don't know if you guys are going to pay me after 6 months, or if you're going to say, you know what, I don't want to pay anymore. So he said, you know what, let's come to an agreement. So we said, okay. So we paid extra money. So you need to have that in mind, that having your papers, if I didn't have papers, like legit papers, I don't think I'll be able to get a house. We won't be able to do that. So get your papers tight, okay? Make it legit. All right. Number 2, you need money. I can't even stress this enough, because coming from Naira that is not as solid or that is not as strong to the dollars that is 10,000, I can't even tell you how much stronger than the Naira. You need to have like ×3. When I came, the dollar to a dollar to a Naira was about like 400 when I came, and then when I got here 2 months after, it skyrocketed to like 500, almost 600. So you need to have like a stash of money in your account, okay? You need to have that in. Oh God, please. I'm going to quickly, under that, just create like a sub. Once you get here, open an account. I'm telling you, this is a cashless society. Please, you don't want to start hearing stories that something happened to your money, or like, oh, you went to stay somewhere, then they stole your money you worked hard for. Please, the moment you get here, the very next day, go open up an account. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you come legit, you'll be able to open up an account, keep your money in there, get your ATM. Almost everything here is cashless. I'm telling you, all you need is a card. So if you open up an account, then at least you know that your money is safe. Nobody's gonna steal your money. $100 is what? It's like 3,000 something in Nigeria. That's a lot of money too. But then it's much, important that you save up your money. This way you don't even spend your money anyhow, because you don't know when you're going to get a job or when you're going to stabilize. Okay. All right. So I spoke about coming legit. Number 2, doing saving up your money. Number 3, if you need to convert your credentials, do it before coming. There is this place they call World Educational Services, WES. Make sure that you convert all your degrees into the US accredited, or certified degree here, because that's what they understand. The classes you took, that they have to correlate it, or to make sense of what you did. So use the West. You pay some money, you'll be able, if you come here and then you start sending people back home, you know how the educational system is, it could be the time that they're on strike or something is not working well. Make sure you do that very well at, yourself. Get everything sorted before coming here. So this means that planning is important. Don't just say, you know what, I don't tire, I dey come. No, don't do that. Plan very well. Plan very well. Transitioning is not easy. Guys, I need to tell you guys stories of when I came here. When I came, I'd sold my car in Nigeria, and then I came here. I didn't have a car. Like, I should have planned on getting a car the first month I came here. I didn't have a car. So I was bus, hopping. I used to cry. Let me see. True story now. I would cry every week. There was a reason for me to cry. Because if I was going from point A to point B, if I had a car, it would take me 5 minutes. Guys, I'll take a bus. It will go round in circles. It might be okay for those that have been, that lived here, that have been brought here. But like for someone like me that had my car, and then sometimes I had a driver to my disposal in Nigeria, coming here, we know, guys, hey, it wasn't easy. I know some people might not understand, but take it for example that you were doing very well in Nigeria, and then you have to come here, and then you now start doing Legacy's bands. You don't have your car. You start doing bus hopping in the cold. When I came, the clothes I brought, I thought they were like cold ready. No, sir. Those clothes weren't even worthy of this cold. I'm telling you. So this is also about planning. Just get money so that you know that when you come, you go to correct stores to shop. Not just you buying, but just invest in proper winter clothes, winter shoes and everything, so that you won't suffer. So these are like, I'm telling you guys the stories, but like things I've experienced, and I'm using that as, lessons for you to know. So before I digress, I was talking about making sure that you get a car, or like have plans to get a car. After I finished suffering and stressing, then I learned about Uber. So I started, I became an Uber resident, because I started using Uber like it was no man's business. And I realized that I wasted so much money. But every time I had to think about, okay, if I was going to say from Germantown to Rockville, that would naturally take me 15 minutes. If I take the bus, it would take like an hour. And I'm thinking in my mind, do I want to sit down an hour just sitting down just like that, doing nothing? No, then I just take the Uber. And then I started wasting money on Uber and all that until I finally decided to buy my own car. So have it in mind that within 1 month, 2 months, get your car. Okay, and this also means that you have to go to the MVA to get yourself sorted. I mean, if you've been driving in Nigeria before, it shouldn't be an issue because you've been driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been driving, so it shouldn't be an issue. That's number 3, right? Number 4. I'm going to whisper to say this. Number 4. If you have people here that you want to stay with, you need to be very considerate. I can't stress this enough. I'm talking from their own perspective and what myself, that I had to, experience. See, before I say this, people here are nice. Unlike what people say that, oh, well, when you come, they treat you after 1 month or 2 months, they start acting up. The thing is, these people, this is a capitalist society. So they kind of, as they earn the money, everything disappears. Then there's the monthly bill, whereas that's not the way it is back home. In Nigeria, we pay what? Once in a month, and you're fine. Like, you're fine. Sometimes you don't even pay water bill. Not like sometimes. I don't think we've ever paid water bill. That's the honest truth. We had a borehole and then there was water. And then for electricity bill, then you buy your card and then slot it in. And then most times we use generator, but that's not the case here. So what I'm saying is that these people, if they are a family of 4, then they've actually, planned according to that family of 4. Now, if you're coming and then you're going to stay with them 6 months, make sure, if you tell them, can I stay with you for 6 months? In that 6 months, ensure that you're not staying even up to that 6 months. Make sure that by the 4th month, you're jetting out. Like, I'm telling you, you're jetting out. And then even the period where you stay, ensure you contribute. See, this is important. Ensure you contribute. Let's not bring that mentality, that mentality we have in Nigeria, like, that sense of entitlement that is this person not my family? Don't do it. Sis, don't do it. Bro, don't do it. If they are your family, they are even, same brother, same sister. When you come, make sure, if it's bill you want to take, I'll say, how much is your internet bill? That, at least when I came, I called my family. I was like, okay, how much is internet bill? Is this amount? Okay, this is how much I want to contribute to it. Let's split it equally. How much do we pay for food, feeding and all that? We split that also. What else do I need to, help in? I made sure I contributed my quota before I found my ground, because when I came, I didn't have the access to even look for a house. I was trying to struggle with settling in with school and then putting my kids also in school. So that was my priority at first. Then, although I said I was going to stay there for, I think, 3 months. I ended up staying for 6 months. Thank God, Leo, my uncle, amazing person. Amazing, super amazing person. It wouldn't even like blink. Even when I kept saying, I'm so sorry, uncle, like I'm staying, it was like, what are you even talking about? So shout out to my uncle, like super amazing. But like I'm saying, like I stayed 6 months, but I didn't intend to. But like eventually, my husband came when I finished my first semester, and then we got a house and then we moved on. And then this is why even till now, my uncle's always in my house. I'm always in this house because I made sure I didn't spoil that relationship. The only way you cannot spoil that relationship is, put everything, use your head, use your focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus your focus. You get, make sure that you have everything up to par. If you already come legit, you bring your papers in, you've kept your money, and then you're already planning that this is what I want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Then that means you won't overstay your visit, long and short. Okay? I have to come Niger style. Don't overstay your visit. You get what I'm saying? All right. Number 5. Number 5 is like, you can get a job in an office. I'm telling you, you do not have to do odd jobs. Guys, come on. This I cannot stress enough. You don't have to sweep or clean. You can get an office job. You can work with what you have. Whatever you have in Nigeria. God, though. My people, you see people here, I'm serious. I know God has been faithful to me. I appreciate God in my life every time. But like I've seen people that came here and they work in offices, they work in banks. And then I've also seen people that came here that had masters, that were doctors, sweeping or doing menial jobs. Like, you can, I'm telling you, everything lies within you. If you're a big man in Nigeria, fine. Let's say the first year is really, you're trying to get everything. You are not getting yourself, everything is going, there's the trough, there's the crest, there's the trough, there's the crest going uphill, downhill. 1 year, yes, that's your learning year. That's your transitioning year. The second year, you should be finding your balance. I can't even stress this enough. You should be finding your balance. You don't have to do menial jobs. Not to say those are doing it, like, I'm not shading. No, I'm sorry, I'm not shading. But like, you see people that that are very strong, then they come and then there's dignity in labor here. Before I even go further, I don't want anybody to roast me on this. There's dignity in labor, that in such a way that anything you decide to do, then you can do it. But if you're doing that and then complaining, or like you're doing it and then hiding, then for people not to see, then that means that wasn't what you're supposed to do, or that you're not using what you have properly. Some people like what they do, like they're like, it's okay with me, like, oh, I'm fine with just, well, doing, the menial jobs I'm doing. But other people are like, man, America no easy, UK no easy, if no be say, no, come on. If you know that you can do better, then do better. This country is like a country whereby dreams come true. This is where whatever you think of come true. And I definitely, me myself, I know that I'm not even where I'm supposed to be right now, and this is my 4th year, but like I had to focus on school and all that. So afterwards, I know that after COVID, God just bless me and all my dreams, amen. So these are like the 5 tips, 5 lessons, or like 5 things I need you to have in mind. Solid. So these are like the 5 things, 5 solid things. I'm gonna stop it, don't worry.